Now here I am taking a level 2 question, slightly better question. So the question is, we have two masses M1, M2, and the connections are made like this. This pulley is obviously fixed. This is a movable pulley. The mass M2 is connected to the movable pulley. Now here, before I start the question, before I start with those three steps, if you see number of unknowns will be more than the number of equations available. See what is going to happen. M1, M2, you are going to draw the free body diagram separately, and then you are going to apply Newton's second law for each one of them. You will have two equations. Look carefully how many unknowns are there. Three unknowns are there. Acceleration of M1, you can call it as A1. Acceleration of M2, you can call it as A2. Tension from here to here, that's the third unknown. So three unknowns. If you look carefully, tension here is also another unknown. Tension here and here will be different. This is one single string. From here to here, it's just one string, so tension will be same. But this is a different string, so here tension will be different. So actually there are four unknowns and the number of equations available are two. How do I solve this question? This is not a level 3 question. This is level 2 question. You can experience this kind of question in JEE Mains and NEET, not in JEE Advanced. So let's have a look how to solve these questions. Here we are going to use the understanding of constraint. How do we use the understanding of constraint? Have a look. Assume that M2 has gone down 10 centimeter. Assume it. Assume M2 has gone down 10 centimeters. It is quite possible that M1 might go down, M2 may go up. It is quite possible M2 may go down, M1 may go up. Any number of permutation combination is possible. But let's assume that M2 is going down 10 centimeters. So how much has this pulley gone down? 10 centimeter. Why? Because M2 is directly connected to this pulley. So if M2 goes down 10 centimeters, this pulley is supposed to go down 10 centimeters. It's directly connected to M2. So this side string went down 10 centimeters, this string went down 10 centimeters. So how much has the length of string increased? 20 centimeter. Understand the logic. M2 goes down 10, this pulley goes down 10, this side string goes down 10, this side string goes down 10. So how much has the string gone down? 20 centimeters. So length of string has increased by 20 centimeters. But can it increase? Obviously no. Length of string is a constraint. So somewhere it has to decrease 20 centimeters. Where can it decrease? Obviously here. So this will go up 20 centimeter. So this went down 10, this went up 20. This has an acceleration A downward. This will have an acceleration 2A upward. So now how many unknowns are there? Three. So we have brought four unknowns into three unknowns. But still we have only two equations. So we need to get one more equation. If you look at this pulley, until and unless not mentioned in the question, pulleys are massless. In NLM, even if the question does not tell you, it is assumed that pulleys are massless. Only in rigid body dynamics, we assume that pulleys are mass, they have moment of inertia. So anyway, pulleys are massless. If I draw the free body diagram of this pulley, so how many forces are acting on this pulley? Just have a look. Here tension T upward, here tension T upward, and here let's assume that tension is T1. Pulley is massless. So net force is equal to mass times acceleration. So MA will be 0. Net force, you can write it. Let's say this M2 is going down with A. This pulley is going down with A. So what is my equation? T1 minus 2T is equal to MA. Since pulley is massless, so MA becomes 0. So what do I have? T1 is equal to 2T. That becomes my additional equation. So now we have three unknowns, three equations. One equation is T1 equals to 2T. So here we have got tension is equal to twice the tension here. And the other two equations we are going to get from the FBD of M1, M2. Now we can solve this question. Let's solve it. So question is pretty much simple. Question is now pretty much simple. Let's solve it by drawing the free body diagram. So M1 and M2. If I look at M1, what are the two forces acting on M1? Look carefully. Weight M1G downward. Tension is T upward. Acceleration is 2A upward. Look at M2. What are the forces acting on M2? M2G downward. And what is the tension here? The tension here is 2T upward. And acceleration is A downward. Second step, draw free body diagram is done. Let's come to step number 3. Apply Newton's second law. So for this one, since acceleration is upward, net force has to be upward. So T minus M1G is equal to M1A. For this one, acceleration is downward. So T minus M1G is equal to M1A. What is A? 2A. So we are going to write here 2m1a. For this one, acceleration is downward, so net force has to be downward. So m2g minus 2t is equal to m2. Now you want to find acceleration? You can clearly see if I multiply this with 2 and add these two equations, tension will cancel, I'll get acceleration in one step. So again, you can see we have used those three steps that we learnt in part 1 of this video, and we're using those three steps. Logic is pretty much simple.